everyone, welcome back to Fan.
You're making me feel
We didn't
nouns.
3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fanservice. I'm Gavin with
Chris-Rachael.
And Kimberly Baldwin.
And Pocky.
Now, one of the things that we love about being a geek in today's day and age is it's so much easier to find geek merchandise like Darth Vader teddy bears, Gears of War cog necklaces, things like that. So you get some really good products, but there's a lot of crap products out there, like superhero tots from Sonic, which I have just because, but
Fansploitation, ladies and gentlemen. They know you have money and they know how to take it away from you.
I ate fast food for weeks to get all of these. Don't even start. I actually asked them, hey, do you have this one or that one?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't feel like this is as bad a fansploitation as anything.
It's a tater tot dressed as a superhero.
Yeah, but you know, they've always put silly things into kids' meals, which is what you got this out of. When I'm thinking fansploitation, we know that you eat the kids' meals, whatever. When I'm thinking fansploitation, I'm thinking, and you all know that I love me some Doctor Who.
Yes.
Wrote the cookbook, love me some Doctor Who, but do we need a TARDIS shower caddy? They will slap that shade of blue with the word police box and a little bit of black trim on any fucking thing in the universe now.
And the sad part is somebody buys it.
Somebody buys it. Oh my goodness. Coming up on some Kitchen Overlord segments, we're going to have reviews of everything from I have the TARDIS bath towel, I have the TARDIS bathrobe, I have multiple different TARDIS...
I don't feel so bad buying superhero tots now.
I didn't even get those. I didn't buy those. Those were given to me. This is the worst part. Those were given to me by people like, oh, you like Doctor Who? I found a Doctor Who thing. Here, you will love me now. I have given you something you like. But it all looks the same. That's what I'm calling fansploitation. Stuff that's put out there. Who the fuck wants a Doctor Who shower caddy? Raise your hand, audience. Anybody there and there? Actually, I know.
What's a shower caddy?
It's the thing that keeps all your shower stuff in it.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
I promise 75% of the people up here bathe daily.
I bathe daily. I just didn't know what shower caddy was.
We're guys. We just put stuff in a basket and go.
I've got these things in the
your
shower. They're attached.
It's the thing on the shower. That's
That is actually the bigger point. They're making such useless products with it. Doctor Who is, in my opinion, right now, the worst defender. But anything that you can make simple and iconic, where it's just one color and one shape, it's really easy to do that with, like Batman. Oh my goodness, there's so much Batsploitation out there.
Actually, I think there may be something that almost beats Batman. That's Minecraft. The fact that there is at our local grocery stores here in Texas, I have seen end caps devoted to the Minecraft toys. And I'm like, just came back from Rooster Teeth. How many of those stupid foam pickaxes?
They multiply because people are selling them, and one person has it. Oh, I need to go get it. Then another person. It's fun if you're
At least the pickaxes look like something you could use. The things that get me with the Minecraft are, again, Minecraft soap.
Okay.
I've seen the Minecraft pickaxes as soap. I've seen it's like, you don't need a bathroom product. I have a Doctor Who bathroom and I love it, but you don't need a bathroom product for every single thing with your fandom.
But they also, what I found stupid with the Minecraft is the papercraft little kit. They're not even Legos. They're just, you're going to put it together and play with it 1 minute and be done.
It's grown-up origami.
The thing that always bugged me about it is, like, at conventions, they started showing up like $20 cardboard boxes that you put on your head. That's all it is. That's seriously all it is.
It's just
cardboard boxes, squares painted on it. Guess what? Go buy a cardboard box. It's like 86 cents at freaking Home Depot. Get sticky notes and put them all over there. Congratulations, you saved yourself $20.
I feel like one with sticky notes would actually feel more clever to me.
It would. It'd be more creative. It would flutter in the wind.
I think part of the fansploitation, though, is something you said earlier, which is, hey, you're into Doctor Who, I bought this thing. They're not almost selling it to the fans. They're selling it to your mom who knows you're a fan.
Yes.
It's like Angry Birds. Oh, my kid likes video games. I'm going to buy them an Angry Birds shirt because it's based off a video game, because they know it's a video game.
Okay, I just started sewing recently, and there is Angry Birds Star Trek, or Angry Birds Star Wars fabric out there. There is a ton of it. You were like, ooh.
No, I'm done with the Angry Birds. I'm done with it.
And who needs that? It just
because it's not going to be good for, like, whenever it stops being fad, you can't wear it anymore.
Well,
and it's almost that point.
I think it's not. So again, I don't think it's in that case. I don't think it's for that person. It's for your grandmother or your mother who's like, I can make Billy or Annie a pillow using Angry Bird stuff, and then they feel a little bit better about themselves because they Because my grandmother even
here's the
did that.
thing.
She bought a Transformer, but it was like one of those like Walmart 97.
Those generic ones?
Yeah.
That's how they get it. It's for the old people. Like, you know, when you see the like major animated movie come out, then there's the 5 DVDs of like the bootleg ones where their like eyes are missing and stuff, and that's what people buy because it's
They
just
don't know
bad.
better.
Well, there's another thing that's actually popping out. Like, I'm going to use My Little Pony as an example. There's the real
Ponies?
ones, and then there's the cheap knockoff ones that people get that just, it's like My Little Horsey or something very close that Grandma and
Little
Grandpa
Horsey.
are not going to understand and get.
Yeah.
Then they're going to get little Susie for their birthday, or Timmy, because there's bronies out
Yeah.
there. And then they're going to be like, Grandma,
See,
this is not the right one.
I feel like generic knockoffs of things have been around for a while. The stuff that really just gets my blood boiling with the fansploitation is, again, taking an iconic combination of colors, for example, slap it on anything. I'm sorry, Doctor Who, you're the worst in this particular realm, and putting it on every single product on the planet again, so Grandma will buy it for you. So Star Trek was pretty, not Star Trek, Star Wars was pretty bad with that for a while,
Yeah.
where everything had to be a lightsaber. I mean, it didn't matter
I will
what
give
it
them that
was.
much.
Oh my goodness, anything that could be vaguely phallic shaped, you're a lightsaber now. Is it a popsicle stick? Well, guess what, kids? You're going to be exciting your brother pretty soon.
They had the bubble wands, the lollipops, the
chopsticks.
The chopsticks.
Oh, the chopsticks were terrible. Yeah.
Oh,
the two
no, you know what
Two different versions of the chopsticks.
else was terrible? The bottle cap of the Millennium Falcon one. That was total fansploitation.
That made me very sad.
Also now the carbonite Han Solo everything.
Yes.
Yeah, the rug. It's like,
The rug, the blanket, the.
Well, here's the thing. If it's something that you've put the work into making yourself that nobody else has one of, well, it wouldn't be a Carbonite Han Solo because everyone's doing that now. But you can now buy him as a beach towel.
Yes.
and lay around on
Sorry.
The
them.
only thing I would buy like that would be a coffee table, because that would make sense. You know?
Coffee table of a
No,
beach
because
towel.
it'd be like bumpy, you
Yes,
know?
because it absorb it. Don't need coasters, right?
Yeah, the coffee table did look really cool. I saw that. And someone put a lot of work into that one.
Oh, yeah.
But it's probably also for sale at this point.
Yeah, because everything has a price.
Well, it's not just that everything has a price. It's that if you, okay, this is where Marvel versus,
DC?
no.
No?
We don't even talk about DC on this show if I'm around. No, Marvel versus Doctor Who, actually. So Doctor Who, again, and I'm picking on him because it's easy, has that very simple iconography. You've got blue, you've got a white line, you've got a little bit of black trim, you are done. You can make anything fit that particular. There's other stuff in the Doctor Who universe. A lot of other stuff out there. Do they do anything with that? No, because it's not as simple.
The Daleks are actually kind of creeping in. I'm seeing more Dalek like T-shirts
Yes.
and merchandise because it's the opposite side. I mean, you may actually like the Daleks.
What
versus
you
Yeah.
need is
But-
the Dalek toilet plunger holder.
yeah,
I agree.
I think they existed even before the Daleks did.
But X-Men, on the other hand, has terrible marketing in that regard. So most of the time when you see something X-Men related, it actually is handmade because there's not any one easy iconographic, like you kind of know yellow and black and something.
Those
but
Wolverine?
Yeah, well, and for a while with Xavier's costumes, they were the big yellow and black X on everybody. So you know if you've got an X, maybe, but it's not quite iconic enough. And I feel like Marvel has kind of gone out of their way versus DC. We'll bring them up. It's okay. We'll admit they exist. DC's got these big, simple icons that you can look at. You know Superman when you look at him. You know Wonder Woman when you look at her. You know Batman when you... You don't have to know anything about geeks. Do you know Rogue when you look at her for most people? Nah, she changes costume constantly. Kitty Pryde... Can Kitty Pryde
really
keep the same costume for more than 3 issues
No.
when she's alive? I understand. Even Nightcrawler changes costumes all the time when he's alive also. I feel bad. I'm just bringing up dead characters now. But
Too soon?
too soon. Exactly. Well, it's Marvel. They'll be back. The point being, if you don't want fansploitation, if you don't want it to turn into something that's easily marketable like that, you don't make it iconic. But then you don't make money off of it.
Right. I'm so glad I did not wear my Wonder Woman shirt.
But
I have a
actually
Wonder
in the
Woman
other
dress,
room.
actually.
Oh, okay, well then I don't feel so bad. I was like, what's
I was
her
going to
hat?
say was, but then at the same time, when Marvel does have something that's iconic, like get a red shirt, put black lines on it. What do you got? You got Spider-Man. Get a
Not
bull-
really.
No, I have seen a lot of Spider-Man. Maybe it's because also we're about to go through movie part 2. We just finished movie part 1, but every time
no,
I
we
have-
just finished movie part 2.
Oh,
We're getting
okay,
ready
it's
for
number
Sinister
5.
6.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things. But what I'm saying is, Spider-Man is also really easy because it's just red with black
I
or
can't
silver.
get upset about T-shirts. I feel like T-shirts are the modern bumper sticker. They're just a banner that says, "This is a thing that I like." I feel bad about not having a more iconic dress on right now, but
There we go,
here is
Mario.
a thing that I like. You can now talk to me about it. I probably know something about this thing. Let's be friends.
But the same thing when it comes to the shirts is you see so many of them are just they're cheapified by like stupid sayings like Popeye with "I'm on a boat."
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Sorry, I almost bought that. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Okay, my point though, if we're gonna rein it back into the actual fansploitation though,
Yeah.
that's not so much fansploitation as bad taste.
It is horrible bad taste.
It was at
T-shirt-
Walmart, so that makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
Fansploitation is more along the lines of having a Vader mask. Oh, actually, wait. R2-D2. R2-D2 is on every fucking thing
Yes.
right now.
You can get
Oh
R2-D2
my God.
swimsuit.
Which is actually kind of cute.
It is kind
but,
of cute. I actually want it. So. My birthday just happened.
With
If
the
anybody wants
knobs
to
being,
gift that-
never mind.
But the thing with R2-D2 is like you can make anything look like R2-D2, so now everything looks like R2-D2. We recently reviewed, for example, an R2-D2 soy sauce container. Did the world need an R2-D2 soy sauce container? If it did, it needed a better one than that. We also reviewed an R2-D2 set of measuring cups. Now those were adorable.
We're very cool.
Those were actually adorable. But anything that's kind of vaguely cone shaped, not so much phallic, but you're like a little squat trash can shape, they can slap those colors on it and you're good to go.
Are you sure there's not an R2-D2 dildo out
I'm
there?
sure there is an R2-D2 out there. I'm absolutely positive. God knows there's plenty of lightsaber ones.
There's also.
He's going to be starting rattling off, by the way, welcome
There
to the
is.
educational
Go by the
segment
list
of
of
our
things
show
that I know
here.
about.
Let me get. Sorry, I don't know why I know about. I do know why I know.
All
about-
right, stop blushing. We're going to move on with more flansploitation because it's not that. We'll do a different episode now that we're on the internet exclusively.
Of geeky sex toys?
Yes, we will.
Oh,
Peter
you heard it here
Pecker.
first.
I named one of them just right before the show, and we can save that for the other one.
Oh, yes, because it was hilarious. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
So I am really curious, those of you out in there in viewerland who are watching this right now and possibly being a little skeptical, what have you seen that you consider fansploitation? I don't think of it as the t-shirts. I think of it again as the Doctor Who shower caddy and the TARDIS bath towel and the TARDIS robe.
The
et
money
cetera, et
traps,
cetera.
really. The things that are designed
Yeah.
purely
Yes.
to get our money, and that's it.
And a lot of
it's
them are
so much money.
expensive too.
Yeah.
Like that shower caddy, I will not shut up about the shower caddy actually because I hate it so much. It's $40.
Do you use it?
No, I don't. Thank God I don't have one of those. That is one of the few things no one has sent me.
Now you know.
Oh,
Why couldn't they instead send me like some cute adipose squeezy soap? That would be adorable. It still ties in with Doctor Who, but someone would have to think for a second. You could actually have an adorable, if you want to do something bathroom related, like a little canine soap dispenser where if you just like push on his head and then hit with a little nose nozzle, you could have something come out. No, that would require someone to actually think for a second. It's nothing but TARDIS, 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 because that color of blue is cheap.
And it's recognizable. And I think that's what
Yeah.
fansploitation does come down to, as you said. It's recognizable. People walk in there, oh, I know someone who likes Spider-Man, or they buy it, and you're like, well, gee, thanks. I like it, but seriously?
Yeah, what am I going to do? Again,
It's
with
why
the kitchen stuff, there's a Spider-Man spatula.
yeah, Spider-Man.
Okay, I
spatulas,
want
bowls,
that. I have the suit. I have the Star Wars cookie cutters from one of but I don't have the spatula. I will pick up a spatula just so.
The only reason I would buy that is if it would actually stick to the wall and I wouldn't have to actually have a
That
container
would be
to put
awesome.
it on.
Well, you know what?
That would be
just
pretty
like
cool.
put some batter on it, throw it, and see if it sticks. Like I bought a pin that Spider-Man comes out of the top of. Now this is definitely fansploitation. See, it makes a little light of Spider-Man's head.
Yeah, but at
That's
least
not
it
even
does.
Spider-Man's head. That's the alien that Mulder had behind him in the X-Files.
But the thing is,
We're all
I was
getting
dumb and
probed,
I had to
that's
buy
it.
it.
but I think also part of it is with a lot of these items, like you said, spatula, the lightsaber can literally be a stick, part of it colored red or blue, and then the other color. I mean, look at the bear there.
Yeah.
It's a solid piece of fabric, different colors. But it's also to like the spatula.
Oh, it lights
up!
And the sound is all of us until we lights up! And not, Jesus Christ, really. So, and that, it looks like a carrot or a
Yeah,
plug.
actually, it could
Shut up!
be.
It's not a plug.
Actually, it also
Don't
could
defile
be
the bear.
It could be a carrot from like one of their other lines. All they have to do is not add the color to it.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Yeah, same shape for the easily.
And
I'm
so
sure
to
they
me,
make
I think
fun.
that's another part of the fansploitation is they look at like, okay, what does it take to make blank look like blank?
Exactly.
And it's like, okay, because
We already have a mill. We could make towels in just about anything. We already have a bunch of shower caddies. What color can we paint them to charge $40?
Yeah, because a shower caddy is basically square by itself. So yeah, all you have to do is paint it blue and put a police box on it. You're fine. Yeah, something carrot shape. All of a sudden, you paint it red and give it a handle, and you're like, oh, it's a lightsaber now. And it's how easy is it for them to make it that product look like that product? It's like the tater tots. Yeah, you just add a face to it, and then all of a sudden, it's become Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Which he was about that square in the comics.
And that's one of the things, I think that brings up an interesting point as far as paying attention to upcoming movies, especially, because that's what you get the worst tie-ins is movies and TV. A lot of the shows that I like the Canadian shows that I'm talking about. Wait! Is it
Here it
time to
comes.
mention Continuum and Orphan Black
Drinking
again?
game!
Oh,
Take a
right.
shot.
So things like that, there's no way to even do cosplay for those because there's nothing that recognizable. I mean, I guess you could do costume, but you know what I mean. There's not an instant like, oh, that's a costume I can get out of a bag. Unless you have that level of a costume you can get out of a bag, like you get with Star Wars, for example, then it's really hard to do product tie-in marketing. So movies are going to have a ton of easily recognizable. I'm sure they've got an iconography department now.
I'm wondering if there's going to be an I am Groot, grow your own plant.
A chia pet?
Well, not a chia pet. Like literally, it's just like put the seed in and grow Groot, and it's like a carrot or something. You know?
Well, are we better off now that we actually have these options than back then when we didn't have these options?
Okay,
Yes.
okay, here's why I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
I feel like if instead of a bathroom of monochromatic blue, I could have, as I mentioned earlier, the canine soap dispenser instead of another TARDIS soap dispenser, and the adipose squeezy soap instead of another TARDIS-shaped soap, I would be thrilled. I would think that was great. But instead, they tend to pick the simplest element and reproduce it across as many different existing products as possible. That, to me, is fansploitation, and I do not think we're better off for it.
I agree that we're not better off for the fansploitation, but it is when those unique companies like ThinkGeek and a couple other ones are willing to go, she's right, we need this or we need that, and they're willing to go. Those are the ones that also sell like $1.5 billion the first week they come out. The reason I think it's good that we are at an era where you can go to Walmart and buy a Darth Vader plushie because you want one.
Build a bear, thank you very much.
Or build a, what I'm saying is it goes somewhere. It's also a level of normalization where it's not weird to be the fan. It's like, I want to buy a Hello Kitty pink 45 gun. Why? Because I think it's cute and adorable.
And you can shoot people with pink.
I agree in principle with that, but I feel that T-shirts in our modern culture provide that normalization. Because T-shirts, like I said earlier, they're just the banner that you walk out in saying,
Oh my God,
I like
I've got so many in my
Mario.
closet.
Yeah, I literally, one of the reasons I started moving to dresses was I had so many T-shirts I was never going to wear, and people kept giving me more every time I go to a convention. I would have stacks and stacks of them, and they didn't really represent me anymore. They just represented crap I got for free.
Yeah.
But for most people, when you're packing to go to a convention or you're deciding what you're going to go out for on the weekend, you do think about how do I want to represent myself, and that T-shirt is your banner saying this is part of my
Going
identity.
to a convention, you know how hard it is for me to decide what I'm going to wear to these different things?
And you make fun of me for trying to figure out what to wear.
You don't even understand what I go through sometimes.
Do I wear the blue shirt or the other blue shirt?
Or the
Which-
slightly less blue.
Or the one that is. So yes, fansploitation does seem to be really interesting. But before we go, what would be your worst fansploitation product you've seen? Hockey.
Well, I guess we were going to mention this, but the Incredible Hulk dildo.
Does it get faster and harder the angrier it gets?
It's big, green, and veiny.
You know, one thing
It's
I'm
making
doing,
all of us giggle.
I'm tying it in with the Hulk fist that I've seen, and that's just not a good picture in my mind. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go. Hulk smash.
Hulk smash
Inside.
your
Oh God. Okay, no, we're gonna stop this right now because this is going downhill.
That's the other show. Later on, that's the other show.
The Doctor Who shower caddy. We'll just use that as the platonic ideal of horrible products that you should never do.
All right.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I ain't even gonna go there. So that's been our fun talk about fansploitation. I have a feeling we're going to be delving into the subject a bit more with Chris-Rachael at some point in time.
I promise to come up with things other than Doctor Who for it.
All right, well, stay tuned.